stand up there with you.
You come up. Do you want them? It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
bring
to
them
me.
up.
Yeah.
I should have brought a light.
Could have done
Yeah.
that. Just show and tell.
Yeah.
Is everyone all set? Thank you and good morning and welcome to Chestnut Ridge Park, the crown jewel of the Erie County Park System, as we discuss WinterFest, which is going to be held on February 5th. Right? Am I right? Yes, February 5th. I do know it's Sunday. That's the important thing. So upcoming WinterFest. We had, of course, Santa Land here this year. We didn't have much snow, but we are going to have a lot of snow here at Chestnut Ridge Park for WinterFest. I'm Erie County Executive Mark Polenkars, and I'm pleased to be joined by some of my partners in government, including John Mills, the minority leader, once again, of the Erie County Legislature, and has been a strong supporter of this event and Santa Land as well as Chestnut Ridge Park for a long time. Also joined by our Commissioner of Parks, Recreation and Forestry, Troy Schinzel, Ed Leek from the Department of Orchard Park Recreation Department, because WinterFest and Santa Land, when we hold it, are joint events put on together by Erie County and the town of Orchard Park. So Ed, thank you for being here. You'll hear from Ed as well going forward. We also have Kathy Youngs from the Buffalo Curling Club and Elena Smith from the Buffalo Youth Ski Nordic Cross Country Group, who will be here this weekend, and they'll talk a little bit about some of the things that they'll be doing to get people involved in cross-country skiing, a sport I very much enjoy, as well as curling. WinterFest is always a fun event, and this has been an interesting winter, to put it mildly. We've had 7 feet of snow at one point in Orchard Park here at Chestnut Ridge Park, and about a week later there was no snow because it all melted. Then we had Santa Land. We were all excited to have Santa Land. We had a great Santa Land, but there was hardly any snow. So the sled hill and the toboggans and the ski lift was not open, but people still had fun because Santa was here. But Chestnut Ridge Park really is incredible during the winter when we have snow, and we can celebrate our winters. And that's what WinterFest is all about, celebrating the winters that we have here. We've had a very, very difficult winter, there's no doubt about that, from the 7 feet of snow in November to the Christmas blizzard, and then have had no snow here for basically most of the year. And it's been an issue because people want to sled. People want to use the toboggans. People want to use the new ski hill and the lift that goes back up. And it's just very disappointing when we're not able to do it, because it's one of the great features of Chestnut Ridge Park is how this park just gleams during winter. But we do have snow. We got a number of inches of snow out there right now. The weather is supposed to be cold for the remainder of the week. So we're going to have WinterFest. We're going to have a great WinterFest on Sunday. And it's not just about sledding. It's not just about tobogganing. It's not just about cross-country skiing, though I'll be out here cross-country skiing on Sunday myself, and probably Saturday as well, though it's going to be really cold, I think, on Friday and Saturday. But it's about enjoying the various types of features, the family-friendly events that we have. There'll be live animals, entertainment, all types of things for the kids that often in the town of Orchard Park Recreation Department does a great job with activities for the youth. And what I want people to understand is Chestnut Ridge is your park. We have over 10,000 acres to enjoy through the Erie County Park System. More than 1,200 of them are right here in Chestnut Ridge Park, and they are used every day of the year. The park never closes except for the overnight hours. 365 days a year, Chestnut Ridge Park is active with runners during the summer and during the winter, and of course sledding, cross-country skiing, and all the types of winter sports that you can find here at Chestnut Ridge Park during these colder months. So to all of the people of Erie County, please come out this Sunday, 10 to 5, to enjoy WinterFest. We've hardly had an opportunity to see people sledding down this hill, and I believe we're going to be able to do that this weekend. We haven't been able to see people skiing except for one time this year on this hill, or snowboarding. We should be able to do that this weekend. WinterFest is a fun event for the family, and the most important thing also, well, maybe not the most important thing, but something that a lot of people want to know, it's free. There's no cost. This is part of the services we provide in Erie County and the town of Orchard Park provides to ensure that people can take advantage of this crown jewel of our park system, WinterFest. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to our Commissioner of Parks, Troy Schinzel, to talk a little bit more about WinterFest, some of the activities you can see here, and of course, all the activities that we have ongoing in our park system, 365 days a year. because while the weather may change, our parks get used every day, and we want people to come out and enjoy them every day. So, Commissioner?
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you all. I appreciate you being here. And again, it's this Sunday from 10 to 4 p.m. Again, as the county executive said, not a better venue in Western New York than Chestnut Ridge Park, especially in the winter. Before I get into thanking some of our partners, I did want to thank both our deputy commissioners and our park staff. We put these free events on throughout the year, several free events, and they work. Honestly, they work their butts off making these events that great for the public. They're free. There's several things from Fall Fest to WinterFest to Maple Fest that we do all year long, to Sandland, which the county exec talked about. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff in the front end and the back end for our staff, so I want to thank them. I also want to thank Orchard Park Recreation. Obviously, they've been a partner of ours for Sandland and WinterFest as well, and without them, it would be tough to run these. We have great sponsors and great support. Legislator Mills has been a constant one of those since coming aboard, so we thank for his support. But in terms of things happening on Sunday, we have demonstrations, we have PACAs, we have Raptors, we have arts and crafts, we have our forestry demonstration, which is a huge hit every year. Our forestry staff will be here as well. We have all kinds of activities happening. You'll hear about a few of those in a little while. But it's just a fantastic free event. We look forward to it. It'll be cold on Friday, Saturday, but warming up on Sunday. So lots of activities, lots of things happening. Please come out and join us. Come to what I would like to call the most beautiful park in Western New York, and it could be New York State, Chestnut Ridge Park. So please come and join us. And one person that supported us from day one has been Legislator Mills. So I'll ask Legislator Mills to come on up and say a few words about certainly the event, but his experience.
Thank you, Troy, and good morning. When I was coming up here this morning for this event, I noticed we had a terrifically well-rounded snowman at the entrance.
Yes.
And I was, boy, where'd they get all the snow to make that one? And I think it's a nice addition to welcoming our residents back into the park for winter. We finally have snow this year, right around when we have the program. So I look back on the many years that I've been involved in government, both the town level and the county level, and when I came on board in the county, the parks were absolutely destroyed by previous administrations. Lack of funding of the parks and lack of just managing the parks. And the county executive, and I came on, he came on as a controller, I came on as a legislator, and we worked together over the years along with bringing on Troy Schinzel, our parks commissioner, and Ed Leak, and our recreation director in Orchard Park, to rebuild the structure. And you've got to remember that these buildings in this park belong to the residents of Erie County. We're just the caretakers as elected officials. So we need to be good caretakers. And over the years, we managed to rebuild our park system. And this is a good example of this casino. This was really in disarray. Bathrooms weren't working properly. You could never see a fire in that fireplace. They just weren't putting fires in the fireplace. So we've come a long ways. And those toboggan chutes out there, I keep reminding people, they were built in the 30s. They're in the WPA program, long before any of us were born. And they're still standing. And one administration, when I came on board, wanted to tear them down. And I worked very hard with the media to make sure that wasn't going to be done, because those are absolutely antiques out there, and they're functional antiques. And people from all over Erie County, in fact, Niagara County too, come, and Chautauqua County come to visit those units out there, and they enjoy it. If you've ever been on them, they're a real treat to go down that hill with that unit out there. So, I'm real excited about what we can do in the future. We have the Conservancy, which is a private group that works with the county to raise funds to do the murals you see on the wall over there. So all good things are happening in Erie County. And since the Bills are not in the Super Bowl this year, unfortunately, let's come out and let's visit our parks and get a little winter games going and enjoy ourselves and get the benefits of what we work so hard to build. Thank you, and I'll turn it over, I guess, to Ed Leak, our recreation director.
Good morning. On behalf of the Orchard Park Recreation and Parks Department, we're once again really proud to collaborate with the county on this long-standing event, WinterFest. Actually, it's, as mentioned before, it's one of two events that's a series we've worked on for many years, Santaland being first in December, very successful. And I always look at it as whether we have snow or not, it's still a wonderful time for families to come out here and enjoy both the park. And this year more than ever, WinterFest, they've gone to great lengths to provide more and different activities than we've ever had in the past. So if one activity doesn't particularly please or have the families interested in, there's many more to choose from. So as everyone else has said, we encourage to come out to a free event this Sunday and just enjoy the experience. Thanks. Now, County Legislator, or I'm sorry, County Executive.
That's all right. I've been called worse.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ed. First off, I do want to thank John. He's right. We came in the same year in 2005, and the parks were in really bad shape. And together, we've worked, first when I was controller, but then, of course, as county executive, to invest in the parks. And I want to thank him because millions of dollars have been put in Chestnut Ridge Park, but millions of dollars have been put in other parks, too. And it's always good when at a park, or not even at a park, and someone comes up and says, hey, Chestnut Ridge is in great shape. Emery Park is wonderful. Great job on that ski lift there. Because that's what it's all about. It's about investing in our community's assets, not just for today, but as you noted, we're caretakers so people can enjoy them in the future. So thank you, John, for all your support. Thank you, Ed, for the work that Town of Orchard Park Recreation Department does with us to put on WinterFest. There's going to be lots of departments here from Erie County government. We're also going to have our forestry division here, so if you want to know what it's like to be a lumberjack working in our forest, forestry will be here, especially for the little ones. They'll be able to show them how they saw wood, how they burn discs so that they can actually be branded. Lots of other things that the kids will learn. When he said raptors are going to be here,
Yeah, West New York Raptors.
I was like, I hope they're not velociraptors. We'll have a really bad WinterFest. But flying raptors, good. That's good. Kids will like that. Other ones, I'm not so certain. We don't want Jurassic Park here. We want Chestnut Ridge Park, not Jurassic Park. But one of the things that we'll be doing, of course, is having other groups here this weekend. And we have two representatives from two different groups to talk about their activities that they'll be doing. So it's my pleasure to introduce Kathy Youngs from the Buffalo Curling Club to talk a little bit about what the club will be doing, introducing people, I believe, to the sport, and also hopefully getting more people involved in the sport of curling. So, Kathy?
Thank you. Hope you can see me. Curling is an awesome sport. It's for any age group. So what we're going to do is present. We were lucky enough to have cold weather, so we were able to have ice created by the county outside, and we're going to demonstrate for you how it's for any age group, children, all the way up to, we have seniors that actually curl at our club, 88 years old we have. It's a sport that brings a lot to the community. We do a lot of things with military veterans, adaptive curling. We try to do a lot of youth groups. We have schools that come in. So what we do is introduce to you guys the sport of curling to see how much fun it is, and have you actually throw some rocks outside on the ice provided. So please come and have some fun.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Kathy. We'll see how many people hit the button. It'll be really cool. I want to see them throwing the rocks out there. One of the things that we offer at the Chestnut Ridge Park are ungroomed cross-country trails. We actually have multiple groomed cross-country trails at a lot of our parks, but Chestnut Ridge Park, we have ungroomed trails. People are cross-country skiing across the whole park, and it's great to see that, cutting their way through the woods. But a lot of people don't really know enough about cross-country skiing to get involved in it. And that's why I'm very pleased that we have Elena Smith from the Buffalo Youth Ski Nordic cross-country group to talk about what they'll be doing to get more children involved in cross-country skiing. And if you're an adult and you want to find out more about cross-country skiing, come on down, because they'll be here, and I'll also be here with cross-country skis too, because I'll be out there. I've been waiting. I haven't cross-country skied all year. Every time it snowed enough, I had to do something, but I'll be here this weekend for WinterFest, and I'll be cross-country skiing on Saturday and Sunday. So, Elena, tell a little bit more about what you'll be telling people.
Thank you. Bison, Buffalo Youth Ski Nordic. We are a volunteer ski club. We teach kids and introduce them to the sport of cross-country skiing from kindergarten through 8th grade. It's a great way to introduce them to all of the recreational, physical, competitive, for the kids who like to race, aspects of the sport. And we are super excited to be here on Sunday. We are just ski enthusiasts and are excited to share the sport with everybody. We'll have information on where to ski in the different parks around the county. We'll have some giveaways. We'll have some gear for kids to try out and scoot around if they want to check it out. And we'll also be leading a family ski at 10:30. So anybody who might want to come down and come out and join us, that would be excellent. We'd love your company and just get out and experience the snow here at Chestnut Ridge. And as a quick aside, I do just want to really say how impressive and exciting the opportunities are at the parks in this county, because I have lived in Vermont, Colorado, and Alaska, and what everybody has here for free at their fingertips is amazing, and really should get out there and experience it and take advantage of all the hard work that's been done here, because they are really amazing amenities to be had here. So come on out on Sunday, it's going to be fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. As everyone said, come out on Sunday. It is going to be fun. It's going to be a great occasion. We've had wonderful WinterFest before, sometimes when there isn't so much snow on the ground, but there's snow on the ground now. Hopefully we'll have those sled hills and the ski hill up. I'm not so certain about toboggan. We usually need about 6 inches of snow or more to do the toboggan runs. If we get more snow, hopefully the toboggan runs will be open, so you can do the equivalent of the bobsled. You can do cross-country skiing, you can do curling. We got a lot of Olympic events going on here this weekend, and even if you're not an Olympian, you can come down and have a great time. It's a free event for the entire family. Bring your kids, enjoy this wonderful amenity that we have to offer to everyone, Chestnut Ridge Park, as well as WinterFest, and hope to see everyone here. So with that, I'll open up to any questions on the topic.
How about last year was the dry park? They had WinterFest last year was the dry park. This year you're mostly going to be full-fledged. How important is that to get back to normal?
It's great when we're able to have WinterFest with snow. We've had some years in which it wasn't, and we still have great times and activities, and a lot of people come to the park even though they don't normally go there when WinterFest is around, and realize there's incredible amenities. Of course, we have the inclusive playground, which was not here prior to the COVID pandemic, and now families are just learning about this incredible playground that we have here for individuals of all abilities. So even if there was no snow, there's lots of fun things for the kids to do, but it's really nice when we have snow. The Chestnut Ridge Park is an incredible, beautiful park, and it just looks wonderful when there's snow. Coming up that drive, the 240, and looking up that hill and seeing it fully covered with snow, seeing the toboggan chutes, that's what it's all about in our community in the winter. And I'm hoping that people will come. We know we're going to get a big crowd. We always get a big crowd for WinterFest. We'll probably get a bigger one with people knowing that the snow activities will be here. So come on down and enjoy it.
Everything free for the ski?
What was that?
People cross-country ski if they come here? Will that be free?
Cross-country skiing is free. There are ungroomed trails here. There are signs where you can see little X's on trees where they have marked trails. And while they're ungroomed, usually there's enough people that go through them. They set the tracks down so you can go and enjoy it. There's no cost for anything at our parks at WinterFest, unless you're going to go buy hot chocolate or a piece of pizza at the Grateful Grinds. Everything's free. And I think it's important for people to understand that when we do, whether it's a groomed trail at Spraguebrook or Elma Meadows or sledding, it doesn't matter. It's free. Just drive up, park, take your equipment out, and you use it for free. And not every community does that. I appreciate you saying that, because I know that there are other county systems across the United States where they have groomed trails, but you got to pay to get on them, and you got to get the equivalent of a lift ticket. Not here. It's free. It's a service that we provide through our Parks Department, just like we provide beaches in the summer at Bennett Beach or our golf courses. This is a service that we provide in the winter, so hopefully everyone will come out and enjoy it. And the nice thing is, even if you can't get out to Chestnut Ridge Park, there's probably a county park near you where you can do some of those same things, whether it's Ellicott Creek or Grover Cleveland, which have groomed cross-country trails in the north towns. If you go to the far south towns, far southern part of Erie County, Spraguebrook Park has great groomed trails. Elma Meadows has great groomed trails with some of the biggest hills in our area. And I don't know who designed it, but they made you go up that big hill again when you get to the finish of the cross-country groom trail, and I guarantee you'll be pretty tired if you got that far by the end of that skiing. So just get out there and enjoy it. That's what we want.
Curling, is that going to be, I'm assuming you don't have to bring your own rock? Are people going to be able to throw and
Yes, the ice.
try their hand at curling?
Definitely. The ice provided outside will give us opportunity to bring both normal size 44-pound rocks as well as our youth rocks, which are half weight. So it'll give you an example of how youth can actually partake in this at a very young age, and you can, and even we'll bring another tool that will allow you as a senior sometimes to connect to the rock and shoot the rock as if you're playing shuffleboard as you're walking up to it. So there's many different ways to present and shoot the rock. So we'll be able to demonstrate all of that.
Any other questions? Actually, there really is no such thing as waxless. You have to wax cross-country skis if to do them properly. So the waxless is a misnomer. People are like, oh, I don't need to wax my skis. You actually should. You just, if they're waxless, you don't have to wax them as often. Yeah. Espe- I think so. I mean, yeah, it's definitely better, especially when you get a nice little ice glaze. You really slide along. I think it's much better when it's a little colder. If it's like above 30, especially if you haven't waxed your skis, they can clump on the bottom of the skis, and that's no fun because you're not cross-country skiing. Then you're doing the equivalent of trying to step through the snow, unless you got good wax. Anything else? All right, thanks everyone. See you on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you both for coming. I hope you guys try curling.
And a great point about that. It's free.